Hello friends, welcome to my channel and thanks for watching this video. Friends, in this video we are going to discuss about Insignia Systems, and this stock has been a pretty flat stock in terms of levels. And if we start observing this chart from the current move, so from the lows of March 2020 and recently in September 2020, it went up by 190 plus percentage on the upside. So we are going to discuss about the trend and the overall implications, what we can see probably in the months to come, because what we can see on the screen is a monthly chart, so obviously it will take time for the trend to shape up either on the upside or on the downside. But one thing is very clear in the chart, that because first of all, the data has been available since 1991, so we have a data worth 30 plus years, or exactly 30 years. So what we are going to do here is, if the stock has been in a band which is completely flat or which has been consolidating inside a range, so there is no point thinking outside the box here. So what you need to do, just stick inside the trend, and you have your support and levels either on the upside or on the downside. So we are going to look at it, and we are going to see how the trend looks like inside the range. So one more thing, you can consider it as a disclaimer, that unless the stock moves above the higher end of the range, which is the big resistance, which is at 11.68 or $12, or it breaks below 0.24, and in this case in between 0.6 and 0.8, then there is no point thinking that the stock will break down. So this is what you need to do here. We need to stick our neck inside the range, and in this way it's a very much calculated, and it is good because you know where your positions are, where you need to go. But this is also a restriction, as I've told you, that there is no way, or the probability is very low, that the stock will go outside the range. Okay, now here let me just make this important support and resistance level. But meanwhile, if you haven't subscribed my channel, hit on the subscription button and also hit on the notification bell to get the notification of my upcoming videos. So as you can see, there are some important support and resistance level which one need to look at. And yes, so this is your trend. Okay, so as you can see here, this is your overall trend, and you need to stick inside the range, where you can find your first line of support at 1.53. Below that you have $1, 1.01. Further you have 0.74, and you have your final support at 0.06. Now if the stock itself moves below 0.06, then only we can see a low of previous low which has hit in the year 2005, which is 0.24. Okay, otherwise 0.6 will be your big or the final support on the downside. On the upside, you have your first target. Okay, you have your first target or a resistance at $2.4. You can consider at 2.5. Then above that you have 4.5. then you have your next target at 7.7, and finally you have your target at $11 on the upside. Now one more thing to understand here is this: because the stock has hit at the lower end of the range, okay, so the possibility is now that the stock will go up and retest the higher end of the range. It could be 4.5 or 7.7, or probably $11.68 on the upside, depending upon the market conditions. That one need to look at. Okay, but what one also need to do is just place your stop losses accordingly. Every time, every day, if possible, if you are holding it for short term, it is very much essential to revisit, check your stop losses, and if necessary, change your stop losses and puts it accordingly. Otherwise, this kind of moves may take you to the higher end of the range, or probably if your positioning is wrong, then it may take you to the lower end of the range as well, because this change are very random, volatile, and it can move in both the direction, and it will cut through in both the directions. So that's what you need to understand. Looking at the current trend, what you can say that it has hit at the lower end of the range, and with the spike the stock has shown in the past 1 month. Obviously, what we are going to look now is an uptrending chart pattern, but inside the trading range. So this is the end of the video. If you like this content, do share your thoughts in the comment section and subscribe my channel. Lastly, take care of your family and friends.